Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Andy McNamara, and boy, have we got a great matchup for you today. Today's game features two powerhouses with loads of star power, eager to make a statement to the rest of the league. Let's go ahead and get down to the action. The offense lines up to kick it off. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Breaks away from the first defender. And down he goes. Let's see what Tampa Bay does to start this drive. Jackson drops back the pass, sets his feet and throws. The pass is intercepted. And he's tackled. Nebraska getting set to start off the drive. Motion left. QB back to pass. He throws one with some air under it. Harrington with the tackle. A huge gain by the offense. A two-back set for the offense. Dropping back. Finds a receiver along the sideline. And he steps out of bounds. A flag on the play. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. They'll accept the penalty. Running the RPO, he'll give it away and let the runner take it. And he'll be tackled near the line. A flag on the play. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. And they'll accept the penalty. It is a fresh set of downs for Nebraska. Right side handoff. He is wrapped up and brought down. Hale got him. That will bring up second down. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on second down. He hands it to the running back. And Nebraska is in, harvesting a touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. The first score of the game goes to Nebraska. Let's see what they do next. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He kicks it away. And he's brought down after taking the kick up near the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay sets up on first down. He drops back into the pocket, fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Jackson pulls the trigger. Moss brings him down. That will be good for about 6. Third down. 13 yards to go. Jackson hands it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will give Tampa Bay a first down. First down and 10 to go. Jackson drops back to pass. He makes the deep throw. Single coverage downfield. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Jackson drops back to pass. He makes the throw. Knight on the reception. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 14 on the play. Hands it off. Tackle made by Ortiz. Gain of 11. 7th play of the drive. QB back to pass. Tosses a pass. Tackle made by Ellison. That'll bring up 2nd down. 8th play of the drive. Jackson drops back to pass. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Gain of 7 on the play. Tampa Bay 3rd down coming up. Hands it off. The tackle will be made by Scott. That'll go for about 3 yards. Tampa Bay sets up on 1st down. Jackson hands it off. Shakes off the first tackle. Tackle made by Ellison. That's good for about 7 yards. 10th play of the drive. Go. Jackson hands it off. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Small gain on the play. 3rd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he's stopped up around the 20. Gain of 5 on the play. 1st and 10 for the offense. Jackson drops back to pass. He's got a receiver off to the left. Picked off. And he's brought to the turf. Nebraska getting set to start off this drive. Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. Brought down by Harrington. Gain of 11. Nebraska makes their way up to the line. He drops back. Throws to a wide open receiver running down the field. Incomplete. Nebraska makes their way up to the line. Go. He gives it away. That's the end of that play. That'll go for 9 yards. 3 receivers for the offense. He drops back to pass. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. It's a Nebraska 1st down. A fresh set of downs for Nebraska. Go. He makes the handoff to the outside. And the tackle will be made by Henry. They'll lose 1 on the play. The offense comes in with 4 receivers. Go. The runner will take it on the draw. Harrington with the tackle. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask. They'll accept the penalty. 1st and 10. Left side handoff. And the tackle will be made by Henry. That'll go for about 3 yards. 8th play of the drive. It'll be a run to the left side. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Parker. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down. 7 yards to go. Dropping back. He tosses one. And it's complete. Maxwell brings his man down. Gain of 15. A fresh set of downs for Nebraska. He steps back to pass. Tosses the ball. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. He sends this one off to the left side, and they score. Touchdown, Nebraska. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. It's up. And the extra point is good. That score will extend Nebraska's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick is off. Breaks away from the first defender. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Jackson tosses it up. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. Receiver in motion. Jackson drops back to pass. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He pulls it in. Wiggins gets a hold of him for the sack. The first quarter comes to an end. Nebraska with a commanding lead so far. Tampa Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Hand off to the left side, and the tackle will be made by Freeman. That's good for a gain of 4. Second down. Jackson hands it off. And the tackle will be made by Gregory. Gain of 9 on the play. First and 10. Jackson drops back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. Shakes off the first tackle. A huge gain by the offense. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Hand off to the right side. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And the kick is good. That will pull Tampa Bay a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick is off. Nebraska getting set to start off this drive. He drops back. There's a penalty flag on the field. And it's picked off by the defense. And he's tackled. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. It looks like they're going to call holding on the offense. It looks like they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Jackson drops back to pass. He's got a receiver streaking down the sideline. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense sets up in shotgun. Jackson hands it off. Sheds off the first tackle. And they are in. Tampa Bay, touchdown. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Go. There's the kick. And the kick is good. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick sails deep. This drive will begin from the 25-yard line. They'll send a player in motion. On the handoff, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Second down for the offense. 2 yards to go. He drops back. Makes the throw over to the left side. And he's immediately brought down. First down, Nebraska. 1st and 10. He hands it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense sets up under center. Makes the handoff, and he is tackled. That will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. He drops back into the pocket. And Harris makes the reception. And he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. 6th play of the drive. He gives it away. Harrington with the tackle. That will be good for about 1. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on 2nd down. Inside run. Schroeder with the boom. His man's down. Gain of 6 on the play. 3rd down and short. He'll fake it to the back and keep it on the designed run. Schroeder makes the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. A short field goal attempt for the offense. Here's the kick. And it's good. Nebraska takes the lead after that score. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Player in motion. Jackson drops back the pass. Looking deep downfield in single coverage. And Moody grabs it. He'll be brought down up near the 50. A huge gain by the offense. 1st and 10. He'll give it away on a draw. Tackle made by Ellison. Gain of 12 on the play. 1st down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Jackson tosses it up. And he's immediately brought down. That will be good enough to move the chains. 4th play of the drive. Jackson drops back the pass. Looking to the right side of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. Tampa Bay gets set on 2nd down. Jackson drops back the pass. He makes the throw to the middle of the end zone. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Tampa Bay 3rd down coming up. Player in motion. Jackson drops back to pass. He makes the catch. And the tackle will be made by Gregory. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Tampa Bay sets up on first down. Jackson hands it off, and they are in. Tampa Bay, touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. It's up, and the extra point is good. Tampa Bay pulls in front with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick sails deep. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. He gives it away, and the defender makes the tackle. That will be a loss of 2. The offense sets up in shotgun. He drops back into the pocket. There's a flag on the play, and Harris makes the reception. Maxwell brings his man down. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding, and they'll elect to decline the penalty. That will keep the chains moving. A fresh set of downs for Nebraska. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw deep down the left, and Nebraska is in, harvesting a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And he's not going to have enough leg. Nebraska takes the lead after that score. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. Tampa Bay sets up on first down. Jackson drops back to pass. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. Pulls down that long-distance throw. And they are in. Tampa Bay, touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. Tampa Bay pulls in front with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick sails deep. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. Player in motion. He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will bring up second down. 2nd and 10. He'll give it away on the counter, and he's wrestled to the ground. They'll lose a couple yards there. The offense will operate from the gun. He sets up and throws. It's pulled in by Harris. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. A fresh set of downs for Nebraska. First and 10 for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 7. The offense lines up on 2nd and long. He drops back to pass. He decides to keep it himself. And he'll take a slide here. Tampa Bay calling a timeout here. That will be their first of the half. They'll pick up a couple yards here. The offense has executed well on third down so far today. Let's see if they continue that success. And the defense brings him down. Tackle by Bush. It's a Tampa Bay timeout. They will have one remaining timeout. That will be good for about one. The punt team takes the field. Cloughlin kicks it away. Slides off the defender. And down he goes. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Jackson drops back to pass. Downfield, he's got it. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Ortiz. Gain of 18 on the play. First down and 10 to go. It's pulled in by Moody. And they are in. Tampa Bay, touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. And Tampa Bay adds to their lead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. He rockets this one deep. First and 10. There's a penalty flag on the field. I think somebody moved. That's a false start. And they'll take the penalty. First down and long. Steps into the pocket. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. They'll lose 8 on the play. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on second down. Makes the throw deep down the right side. Interception. Still breaking tackles. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Jackson drops back to pass. There's a penalty flag on the field. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. And they'll take the penalty. First and 10 for the offense. Jackson drops back to pass. And that pass is complete. Welch got it. And he steps out of bounds. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Tampa Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Jackson drops back to pass. Tipped away and incomplete. Fourth play of the drive. He steps back to pass. Wrestle to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play. Tampa Bay third down coming up. He finds a target over the middle of the end zone. He pulls it in. The tackle will be made by Scott. It's a Tampa Bay timeout. That will be their last of the half. That will be good for about 6. The offense is set to try for a short field goal here. And it barely squeezes in there. And Tampa Bay adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Nebraska getting set to start off this drive. He drops back to pass. The ball is caught, and Kelly makes the tackle. That will go for about 5 yards. Nebraska makes their way up to the line. He drops back into the pocket. It's pulled in by Parker, and he's taken down. Maxwell with the tackle. It's a Nebraska timeout. That will be their first of the half. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. The offense is set to try for a long field goal here. Here's the kick. And the kick is good. The second quarter comes to an end. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. He gives it away. He's brought down by Middleton. That will bring up second down. Second down for the offense. 12 yards to go. Right side handoff. And he's taken down. Maxwell with the tackle. Small gain on the play. Nebraska sets up on third down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's caught. And he's tackled here. That's good for 10 yards. The defense comes in a 4-3 set. Run to the right side. Stopped before he can break free. That will be good for about 1. Second down. Outside handoff. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That'll cost them a couple yards. Nebraska sets up on third down. He drops back. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And the ball is batted down. The offense lines up to punt. Conklin kicks it away. He dodges away. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what Tampa Bay does to start this drive. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And Scott with the tackle. That's good for about 7 yards. Tampa Bay gets set on second down. Jackson hands it off. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the play. Let's see if the offense continues their rhythm on third downs. So far today, they've had the defense's number. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Jackson pulls the trigger. It's pulled in by Moody. Wrestled to the ground. Daniels with the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. Tampa Bay sets up on first down. He drops back. He throws it short along the left side. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. A dime set for the defense. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Short gain of 2. The defense lines up for another third down. They've been struggling to get a stop here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete. The kicking team sets up for a long field goal. The kick is up. and it's good. And Tampa Bay adds to their lead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. He'll send this one deep. Nebraska getting set to start off the drive. He drops back into the pocket. Finds a receiver along the sideline. The tackle is made. Short gain on the play. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on second down. The runner takes the inside handoff. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will be a loss of 2. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Go! He'll toss it to the back. Harrington with the tackle. That's good for a gain of 4. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. Breaking out of the tackle. And he is down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion to the left. Jackson hands it off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Tampa Bay gets set on second down. Jackson tosses it up, and it's complete. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. Gain of 12 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Jackson drops back to pass. He lets one go deep down the field. Over the shoulder, he got it. And he's in for the score. The offense sets up for the point after. It's up. And it's good. And Tampa Bay adds to their lead with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He rockets this one deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. The receiver goes into motion. Go! Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. And he's brought down before making it too far. That will be good for about 1. The offense comes in on second down. 3 yards to go. Go! He gives it away. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Third down. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. And the ball is batted down. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. McLaughlin kicks it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. Let's see what Tampa Bay does to start this drive. Jackson drops back to pass. Penalty marker on the field. Batted down and incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him, and they'll take the penalty. First and 10. Jackson drops back to pass. He's not going anywhere. Jackson with the sack. Loss of 9. Tampa Bay gets set on second down. Jackson drops back to pass. Got two hands on it. Complete. Shakes off the first tackle, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Ortiz. A huge gain by the offense. 1st and 10 for the offense. The runner takes the inside handoff. Gregory wrestles him to the ground. That's good for 10 yards. 1st down and 10 to go. He'll pitch it off to the runner. And the tackle will be made by Gregory. That's good for about 7 yards. 2nd down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Jackson hands it off. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They're setting up for the extra point. It's up, and it sails through. That signals the end of the 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay sitting comfortably in the driver's seat so far. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He rockets this one deep. Nebraska getting set to start off the drive. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw over to the left side. Pulls down that long-distance throw. Harrington with the tackle. They covered a lot of ground on that play. 1st and 10 for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. He sends this one into the center of the end zone. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 to go. He steps back to pass. He's got a receiver on the right side of the... And it's intercepted! They'll start things off from the 20. Jackson hands it off. Brought down by Greer. Short gain of 2. 2nd down. 7 yards to go. The runner takes the inside handoff. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Ortiz. Gain of 13. 1st and 10. Jackson hands it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That brings up 2nd down. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Jackson hands it off. Tackle made by Ellison. That's good for about 7 yards. 3rd down for the offense. 13 yards to go. Jackson hands it off. Moss brings him down. That will give Tampa Bay a 1st down. 1st down and 10 to go. He turns it upfield, and he wisely slides down. That will go for about 5 yards. 2nd down, 14 yards to go. He'll pitch it off to the right side. And he's finally stopped after a great run. That will give Tampa Bay a 1st down. 1st down and 10 to go. Delayed handoff by the QB. Tackle made by Ortiz. And it's a 1st down, Tampa Bay. First and 10 for the offense. Jackson tosses it up. Touchdown for Tampa Bay. They're setting up for the extra point. Go. It's up. And the extra point is good. And Tampa Bay adds to their lead with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He rockets this one deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. Motion for the offense. QB back to pass. Schroeder with the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on second down. QB back to pass. He makes the throw up near the 45. Over the shoulder, what a catch! And he'll be pulled down immediately. It's a Nebraska first down. First down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Makes the throw. And he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He drops back. Makes the throw to the left side of the end zone. There's a penalty flag on the field. Tipped away and incomplete. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Don't see this very often. The offense called for pass interference. They'll accept the penalty. The offense will operate from the gun. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the right side. The pass connects. He is wrapped up and brought down. Hale got him. They covered a lot of ground on that play. Nebraska makes their way to the line here on second down. He drops back into the pocket. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. Loss of 7. Third down, 2 yards to go. Go. He fakes the handoff. And Nebraska is in, harvesting a touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. Nebraska eats away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. He breaks free. He's put to the turf. Let's see what Tampa Bay does to start this drive. Motion left. Go. Jackson hands it off. And the tackle will be made by Daniels. That'll go for about 3 yards. Tampa Bay breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Go. Jackson hands it off. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. Short gain of 2. The offense will operate from under center. Sets up the RPO and makes the throw out to the receiver. The tackle will be made by Scott. Gain of 4 on the play. The punt team makes its way up the line. Gill kicks it away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Dropping back, tosses the ball. He pulls it in. He is wrapped up and brought down. Hale got him. Gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10. QB back to pass. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. Brings it down, and the defender got him down. It's a Nebraska timeout. That will be their first of the half. Gain of 20 on the play. 1st and 10 for the offense. He sees a target over the middle. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. He throws one. Complete to Person. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. It's a Nebraska timeout. That will be their second timeout. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. It is a fresh set of downs for Nebraska. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. It's pulled in by Harris. He's brought down by Middleton. First down, Nebraska. The offense lines up on 1st and goal, and they score. Touchdown, Nebraska. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. Nebraska eating away at the lead. Instead of kicking, the offense will keep the ball. It will be 4th and 12 from the 28. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. They're unable to convert, and the defense will take over. 1st down and 10 to go. Jackson hands it off. Gregory wrestles him to the ground. Timeout, Nebraska. That will be their last of the half. That will be good enough to move the chains. The offense lines up on 1st and goal. He makes the inside handoff, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. That'll bring up 2nd down. From under center. And they'll take a knee here to run down the clock. 3rd and goal. And he takes a knee. The field goal team sets up for a chip shot. And that is going to do it for this one. On behalf of Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye for now.